This is the Skoda Superb and it is the car to go and buy right now. This thing costs only 8 euros. Umbrellas, just like a Rolls Royce. It is superb value for money. And if this intro wasn't enough for you, keep on watching because in this review you'll find out the good, the bad and the cool stuff about this car. The car we have here is a full spec, top of the line, except for only one option, and this is the self-parking 2-liter 4-cylinder engine car producing 272 horsepower with the new OPF filter fitted in it and 350 Newton meters of torque. Skoda says it should be good enough thanks to its 7-speed DSG transmission, sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 5.5 seconds. But is it the truth? We'll find out soon. Skoda Superb, as promised, we are gonna measure some times thanks to our race box. To launch the car, nice and simple, we press the mode selector button, we go to sport, the EC all the way off by holding and pressing the button. To launch the car, we have to hold on the brake, launch control active and go. Oh, that is quick. That is really surprising. So we got the result 0 to 100 in 5.3 seconds. Pretty good. Skoda utilizes in the best way possible their simply clever design with many features that we're just about to have a look at. And you get door pockets with umbrellas, just like a Rolls Royce, because this is the Rolls Royce of the family cars. Well, I don't need it, but since I have it, I can use it. You also get an ice scraper in the fuel filler cup, which is also magnified. Nice. And you also get rechargeable flashlight, which also doubles as a magnet. Nice. And since we are at the booth, let's talk about it. It is absolutely massive, and I'll prove this to you. Quite simple. If you don't trust me, I think that's a pretty good proof. Another cool thing is how many cool hidden storage areas you got in the car. And they are on both the left and the right side. Underneath the false boot floor you can easily put the parcel shelf. And this owner has all his daily necessities into his car, and if you look, the boot still looks nice and tidy. Why? Because the car offers a vast amount of extra cargo room. We continue the whole vibe at the back with massive amounts of knee and headroom. There is literally no position that you will be feeling uncomfortable or cramped in this car, no matter how tall the person in front of you is. And you'll get your own private climate control and also 2 USB ports together with a proper 230 volt socket to charge any electronics such as your iPad or laptop. And you happen to be a proper executive, put the peasant blockers on, open the door, push the seat and relax your feet onto these fancy Skoda footpaths. Nice. And also two really quirky features about the car. The first one of which is these little holders that you can rest your smartphone there and annoy your passengers in the front. Another thing that I absolutely love is if you open the center armrest and open the glove box, you will find a pen holder, which is absolutely amazing to have such little neat features in this car. Nice. The front welcomes you with these really nice and premium to the touch leather steering wheel and also the brown leather that you can see this interior. You also get the frameless mirror and also as an option aluminum pedals that are coming from an Audi RS6 because this is an actual baby RS6. Also, everywhere you touch, there are super nice soft touch plastics, and even the scratchy ones that are a bit down there are made of really nice and premium quality, and they feel really nice. You also get all the bangs and whistles you would expect to get in a premium upmarket car, such as the instrument cluster and the infotainment system, which comes with ambient lighting and it's super configurable, very high resolution and shortcut buttons to make your life easy. It is pretty configurable system, and if you want, I'll make a separate review on that. Just comment down below if you want to see more. I'll cover some of the neat features in just a sec, but in the meantime I'll definitely want to touch on some really nice things as well. Like you get these memory and also massaging seats, which are heated and ventilated in the front, and also you get heated rear seats. Pretty good for that car. And also the voice enhancer system, which pretty much amplifies your voice so everybody in the cabin can hear you. This means no longer screaming at naughty children in the back, or adults, depending on how you look at it. And also the air care system, which can be either activated from a button from the climate control or through the infotainment system. It uses multiple sensors across the cabin to sense polluted air. It immediately stops the outside air from entering and also uses the air circulation with very high efficiency carbon filter to eliminate any small particles, odors such as windscreen washer fluid, which I'm pretty sure we've all smell how bad it can be, and also pollen, which is great for the people with allergies in these seasons. On the outside, the Superb have very traditional design. I would call it a little bit more conservative, but it is definitely its typical Skoda language, and I think it works absolutely fine. You don't get too many fancy schmancy creases, and that makes the car absolutely normal and not too flashy. You got these xenon headlamps on the front, which for the facelift in 2020 you get them for an upgraded matrix LED lights, although I've heard from customer reports and from personal experience that despite the new changes that they did for the 2020 facelift model, the quality might have dropped down a little bit so they can keep the price even and fair. So probably it's going to be better to stick with this 2018 model. On the side, in this top of the line model, you get the biggest wheels that are offered from Skoda originally, and they are 19-inch in this gloss black configuration. I think give the car a really nice stance and solid look. And moving on to the rear, we get again very traditional and typical layout, and this combined with the signature for the 272 horsepower model, two exhaust pipes at the bottom, which you distinguish from the regular diesel or lesser petrol models. And to brighten things a little bit, you can add very unique paint like this owner did. He had to weigh the car for quite some time, but it's definitely worth it with this hot chili red color. Driving the car feels really well positioned. The materials are absolutely well built and there is no unnecessary noises in the cabin. It does exactly what you expect from a proper Superb to do. It is comfortable, it is quiet. On this optional adjustable suspension, it is dealing great over bumps. It has all the space that you need. It does really all the job that you would ever expect. But what really surprised me is driving this car in its sportiest setting. By doing so, we're gonna go and select from the mode button, Sport. Ahead of us we have a nice little twisty road only for us, and we are gonna properly try the car. Definitely the steering feels super direct and sharp, the engine and response are great, and it will really surprise you what kind of car are you getting. It is not only great for comfort but also for that occasional fun that you might want to enjoy. Let's see, brakes before the corner, 180 turn. And it grips so well. It even oversteers in the corners. So nice to drive. The owner is happy to report that for this 1 year with pretty aggressive driving, mixed highway and city driving, he is getting 12 liters per 100 kilometers. And it is actually pretty good considering the driving style, the weight and the dynamics of the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with 272 brake horsepower. Although the car is nearly perfect, we have to talk bad things because as every single other one, there are negatives. First, and one of the most annoying things I absolutely hate are the blank switches. However, Skoda came with a pretty good excuse to that, and this is because they've implemented most of the features now in the infotainment system, so you can kind of forgive them. Plus, you get the really nice sensation that you are sitting in a Porsche with some blank switches because you forgot to spec some options. Next thing, the doors. I spoke with the owner and I'm definitely not the only person with this issue. It is really hard sometimes to close the doors. If you try with light pressure, it doesn't always work. Sometimes even with that moderate amount of pressure, they just don't want to close. And you really have to properly slap them so you can get them. The good thing, it's a Skoda, it's super reliable and it will never let you down. You might be wondering why I'm holding this random stuff. but it is simply because this thing costs only 8 euros and that umbrella is only 15 euros. You're not gonna see that in many other manufacturers that offer you original parts for no money. As the name suggests, the Skoda Superb offers superb value for money. And for a fraction of the price, you are getting an every inch Audi A6 rival. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to support me, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And I'm gonna see you on the next one.